Before we go into talking about the capital plan, I want to say this. I came back home to a place I knew that was in a rough place. I knew that when I came. When I was here, I chose to go to a place that I knew was in a rough place. And we made progress. Those were the 4 best years of my life in education when I was at JCM. I uprooted my family and a whole group of us. Went to Jackson-Madison High School in Huntsville. To the exact same situation. I knew where I was going. All right, I picked up and left to go do God's work at Jackson High School. The school looked exactly like where JCM was when I came into it. Same story, same headlines, same issues. I chose to do that. I chose to go where people would not want to go. I made that decision. And in each one of those places, it took time, it took patience, it took tough decisions, it took going through a storm before you get to a norm. And here we are again. I went to the private sector, was enjoying private life, a good life, a quiet life. And I chose to uproot my family and come back to Jackson, Tennessee. I'm not from Jackson. I'm from the country. But I chose to go where I knew it was tough. When I knew, I can pull up online and see as well that we're 130 out of 140. But I chose to come here. And I chose to come and serve each and every one of you. But I came here because I knew where we were. And I felt I could contribute something to the change. Now, the part that we're not going to like to hear is that we all have played a role in being where we are today. And we can point fingers all day long, but it's not going to solve a thing. To get out of this hole we're in, as a community, we're going to have to dig deep. There's some issues in this community that run deep. Been running deep for years. And I understand that. We didn't get to this point overnight. And we're not going to get out of here for a while. I noticed the class didn't come because I told you something you didn't want to hear. It's going to take us a while to get out of this. And sometimes the progress may look like we're going backwards. Because we got to go through something to come out right on the other side. But I've seen this process. And I am all about turn around first. And you may be looking for a nice, shiny gadget, a nice, shiny program that I'm going to drop in here and turn this thing around. If you're looking for it, you need to find somebody else. I'm not the person for you. And that's okay. But what will happen, we will put our nose to the grindstone. I will build capacity with our leaders, which is where it all starts. And that takes time. And they're working their tails off. I understand what it's like to have teachers crying because they're dealing with the discipline issues in our schools. But those same children are our children. And yes, it's tough. It's extremely tough. It takes a supernatural patience and endurance to overcome that. But we can't sit here and act like those children that we sit here talking about are not ours. They look just like us. And they're cutting up in these schools. They learn that somewhere. Until the community decides that it's all of our problems, it's not a school problem. Schools are not designed to raise children. This community says we all are going to rally behind this. This is all just smoke and mirrors. I'm going to get us on track. You need to trust the process. We're going to work the plan, and we're going to get it there. Now, what we're about to talk about is capital projects. That's a totally separate issue than what we're going to be doing and what we are doing to turn around our schools. Can we do more? Can I be a better leader? You bet. And I have to be. And I will be. But we got to keep it on track. I can tell you this. I was in the system. And we made more progress that may not be seen as of yet in this last year than I think we realize. But we got a big hole to dig out of, and it is going to take time. Some of these capital moves that we're going to make, I think will go a long way in alleviating what has been put on our schools in terms of crowding in our most at-risk schools. I know what it's like when you have 800 at-risk students. It feels like it's 1,600. This plan is designed to help do that. I'm not here to talk about how it's going to be funded. I just need it funded. That's not my job. I'm here to lay out the vision. I'm here to lead. And the school board sets policy. The superintendent leads. But the day that I can't lead is the day I need to move on. But I ain't ready to move on.
I think we can solve the financial problem. Let's just pass the plate right now.
I want to say this on the capital plan. I think we need to lay out the capital plan before we vote. And I want to say this last thing. All 9 of the board members, it is my job to build a relationship with you. And it's my job to keep us together. And I'm going to do that. And I love each and every one of you. I got your back. You get mine. And we'll be all right. So, real quick, on this capital plan, of course, when I came in, we had $148 million worth of needs in our buildings that were 30 years or older. We're just talking about buildings that are 30 years or older. We had quite a few buildings that were in bad shape, and how they got there is how they got there. But this is designed to get us out of that. And we've done quite a bit in the last 2 years to get our buildings, for the most part. We still have a few that we're working on to get us leak-free. That sounds crazy. That's the first thing we had to do. Getting leaky buildings and safer buildings. And we started down that path. But as you look at the buildings, some buildings it didn't make sense to invest the type of money that needs to be invested to fix it. You can build a new and get something different. And that's where we are. And part of this is all designed to move our district forward. This is just one piece. Do not get too lost in this piece. This is one piece of the puzzle. All right? But first thing we have to do is ensure every dollar we spend is spent efficient and effective use of our funds. We want to leverage the resources we have in this community. Jackson has so many resources that were just being untapped, and that was our goal to try to do that. But with that being said, you've seen the plan. There have been a few adjustments here of late that I think ultimately are going to be a benefit to where we want to go. Ultimately, it's about doing what's right for children and doing what's right for this community. And those were what went into those decisions. And you might not be able to read that, but I'll tell you what it says. The first place we're starting, Lincoln, is a building that is not in good shape. And the cost to continue to fix it was well more than the building was actually worth. So we started looking around, and where could we go? We decided Whitehall. So we're now doing a $3.4 million renovation to Whitehall. Let me say that again. $3.4 million investment and renovation into Whitehall. Lincoln will be moving into Whitehall in the summer of 2019. All right? We also have talked about the discussion of the K-8 in the Northwest. That goal is fall of 2020. That will ultimately lead to the closing of Post. The next piece is a new junior senior high school, 6 through 12, in the East Cluster, the fall of 2020. For all intents and purposes, this is JCM. Not in all intents and purposes. This is JCM. It will open in fall of 2020 via a public-private partnership if we get that funding. And we will have JCM, a brand new building built on that backside. We will be looking at moving Early College High to the west part of the JCM building. We will do renovations there. And we will move Alexander over to Early College High, where we will do renovations to accommodate a small K-5. So you have a K-5 there at the old Early College campus, and you will have a 6 through 12 junior senior Jackson Central Mary High School right across the street. So you will have the students that can now go from Whitehall to this 612. You have students that can go from the new elementary to this 612. This will alleviate crowding at Liberty and North Parkway. You have this center cluster that will now be pulled back to the center cluster.